morning, students. How are you all? I hope great. Students, today we are going to start our new chapter, chapter number 8, Cell, Structure and Function. First of all, we will discuss about the discovery and history of the cell. Actually, what is meant by cell? So, an English scientist, Robert Hooke, discovered the cell in 1665. So, it was the incident in which he has discovered the cell, and the incident was he observed slices of cork under his self-designed crude microscope. So what is this cork? ये cork क्या है? ट्री के जो बार होते हैं, ब्रांचेस जो होते हैं, उसमें से स्लाइसेस करके छोटे छोटे उसने he has himself designed a crude microscope. Why it is crude microscope? Because that time, if we are thinking or we are talking about the century, means the time period 1665, it was not that much developed in terms of technology. By himself only he has designed a microscope which was not very much fine, so we are calling it crude microscope, and under that microscope he has observed these slices. What is a cork? Cork is a part of the bark of a tree. This is the image of this Robert Hooke has himself he has discovered the microscope, and this is Hooke's compound microscope image. I am showing you, students. These are the cork cells he has observed under his microscope. What he did, this Robert Hooke took thin slices of a cork and observed them under the microscope as usual. I mean, now we people are used to with this. He noticed a large number of compartments. Okay, compartments means just like blocks, students, in the cork slice resembling the structure of a honeycomb. Honeycomb का जैसे structure होता है, suppose hexagon, you will put one by one the hexagon alongside, means very near by each other. In this way he has observed the structure. One box was separated from the other by a wall or partition. एक जो बॉक्स है वो दूसरे बॉक्स से सेपरेट हो रहा है पार्टीशन से. गॉट इट माय पॉइंट? वॉल बोल सकते हो या पार्टीशन बोल सकते हो. हुक कॉइन्ड द टर्म सेल, एंड वो जो बॉक्स है उसके लिए हुक ने क्या नाम दिया? ही हैज कॉइन्ड द टर्म सेल. Hooke observed as boxes or cells in the cork were actually dead cells. So whatever the cells he has observed under microscope, that cells are dead. Got it my point? वो जो observe किया था उन्होंने, of course he has put lots of efforts and he has discovered, he has coined the name. So most of the credit goes to Robert Hooke. He has discovered the cell, but that cells were dead. Cells of living organisms could be observed only after the discovery of improved microscope. Now, when we are talking about the cell, students, cell is microscopic, the substance, the वो इतना छोटा होता है, we cannot see it by open eyes, by unaided eyes, by naked eyes. So whenever we want to see these cells or we want to observe, we want to study, definitely the fine microscope was required. And in 1665, and after actually it took 150 years, 1665 के बाद भी 150 years लगे. We are able to understand the structure of cell exactly, because that time उसके बाद 150 years के बाद fine microscope was discovered, and the way the technology was developed. Okay, and technology brought us this microscope, and after that we have started the study. So now we will discuss our next topic, and that next topic is instruments for studying cells. Cells are microscopic in structure and cannot be seen by the naked eye, as I said. Today we know a lot about structure and functions of cell because of improved microscope having high magnification. सेल हम ऐसे नहीं देख सकते हैं, मोस्ट प्रोबेबली हम नहीं देख सकते हैं मोस्ट ऑफ द सेल्स. So whenever we want to study, we want to observe the cells, the fine microscope was required, and it was come in market. Today we are going to discuss, we are going to study in detail the cell, its structures, its functions one by one. And it is possible due to the high magnification power of microscope. Means microscope has the dissolution power, so that's why we are able to study the cell. Compound microscope is commonly used in the science laboratories. I wish very soon we will visit our science laboratory and I want to show you my dear students microscope, and you I think you might be last year visited our science laboratory, and I hope you have seen this. So but this year also I want to show you. Okay. So compound microscope is commonly used in the science laboratories to observe tiny objects. जो छोटी छोटी चीज़ें हैं उनको बड़ा करके देखने के लिए वी आर यूजिंग माइक्रोस्कोप. इट यूजेस ग्लास लेंसेज एंड विजिबल लाइट फॉर ऑब्जर्वेशन. जो ग्लास लेंसेज होते हैं वो उसमें यूज़ किए जाते हैं टू मैग्नीफाई द ऑब्जेक्ट, and of course with the help of sunlight we are able to see. This is the image of the microscope I have put in front of you students. Eyepiece, then the body tube, head, then the doctor adjustment, nose piece, stage clip. Stage is given on that stage we are putting, okay, we are keeping the cell स्लाइड्स हम वहाँ पे वो स्टेज पे वी आर कीपिंग द स्लाइड्स वहाँ रख के, एंड वी कैन ऑब्जर्व बाई दिस आई पीस जो है वहाँ से हम ऑब्जर्व करते हैं, एंड वी कैन स्टडी द गिवन सेल्स और वॉट एवर वी वॉन्ट टू स्टडी. सो दिस इज द कंपाउंड माइक्रोस्कोप. नाउ students, we will discuss about the unicellular and multicellular organism. You have studied in 7th standard also about the amoeba, the digestive system of amoeba you have studied. Once more, so unicellular, this word itself telling us, uni means one and cellular means cell. जो organism में one cell है, such organisms are called as unicellular organism, and simultaneously multicellular. Multi means many, so more than one, we can say this. So generally, if we are talking about the human being, trees, plants, even animals, they are multicellular organism. So amoeba, paramecium, euglena, these are the unicellular organism, and I have given the example. Now we will discuss about this unicellular organism. These organisms behaves like a complete organism, though they are unicellular organism. Digestion, excretion, then feeding, reproduction, so these are the very complicated actually process that are taking place in multicellular organism, but these all processes are taking place in this unicellular organism in very good way actually. So this is the diagram of amoeba I have given. The pseudopodia means that is the false fit, and they are using for the capturing food. This is the cell membrane is also given. Vacuole means a blank hole that is present. Food vacuole that is using for they are just putting foods in that, and they are the digestion of food is taking place there. Now this is one more unicellular organism, and that is paramecium. You can observe on your screen students, this paramecium is also unicellular organism, though it take lots of complicated processes also taking place in this paramecium. Now we will move towards the multicellular organism. So multicellular means of course many cells are present in that organism. We as human being, plant, animals, so they are the multicellular organism. Organisms made up of many cells are called multicellular organism. Most of the plants and animals that we see around us are multicellular organisms. All multicellular organisms begin their life as a single cell. This is very important term actually. You should always remember this thing. So whatever the multicellular organism, they are starting their life as a single cell, and that is called as fertilized egg. The fertilized egg multiplies and number of cells increases as the development of organisms proceeds. So the way organism is developing, students. So first of all, what I said, the fertilized egg. So that is the single cell, and after that there is cell division. What is meant by cell division? एक सेल मीन्स वन सेल डिवाइड इंटू टू सेल्स. एक सेल के दो सेल हो जाते हैं, टू सेल्स आर डिवाइडेड इंटू फोर, फोर्स आर डिवाइडेड इंटू 16 इन दिस वे. So in this way the cell division is taking place and the growth and the development of that particular ovum or animal, whatever you want to say, that is taking place. All multicellular organisms including human beings show division of labor. So ये division of labor means ये जो whatever I said cell division, and this is, it means different part of the body perform different functions. ये जो सेल डिवीजन होता है व्हेन दिस प्रोसेस इज टेकिंग प्लेस, सो एट सर्टन स्टेज फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल क्या होगा कि ये जो सिंगल सेल इज कन्वर्टेड इनटू बाइसेल्युलर, देन वो टेट्रासेल्युलर, इन दिस वे इट विल गो. एंड एक पॉइंट ऐसा आएगा कि आफ्टर दैट पर्टिकुलर बॉडी डेवलप इनटू डिफरेंट ऑर्गन्स. फिर क्या होगा, एक स्टेज में क्या होगा, उसका डिफरेंट ऑर्गन्स डेवलप होना स्टार्ट होगा. सपोज वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट अ ह्यूमन बीइंग कि यू नो दैट ये जो वोम होता है, फिटस होता है, इनसाइड द मदर बॉडी अंदर होता है. सो उसका जो डेवलपमेंट जैसे होता है तो क्या होगा, आफ्टर 4-5 वीक्स के बाद जो आई थिंक 8 वीक्स के बाद ये हो जाएगा कि ऑर्गन्स डेवलप होना मीन्स स्लोली एंड ग्रेजुअली इट विल स्टार्ट. तो वो डेफिनेट सेल प्रोड्यूस हो जाएंगे एक पार्ट में एंड उनका ऑर्गन डेवलप होना स्टार्ट हो जाएगा. So first of all I want to just introduce you the term tissue. So tissue is the term, the group of cells. ये क्या है, group of cells है. They are having the similar structure and the same function. वो एक जैसे दिखते हैं एंड उनका फंक्शन सेम होता है. तो सपोज आई एम टेकिंग द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ हैंड का हमने एग्जाम्पल लिया है. तो सेल्स कैसे, उनके अंदर कैसा हो जाएगा, स्ट्रक्चर सेम होगा, उनका फंक्शन एक रहेगा. एंड इन दिस वे देयर इज फॉर्मेशन ऑफ अ स्पेसिफिक ऑर्गन. Okay. Now levels of organization, cell organism. Cell is the lowest level of organization in multicellular organism. Actually cell is a fundamental of life. Cell क्या है, fundamental of life means basic, जो basic बोला जाता है, that is cell. A group of similar cells performing a specific function join together to form a tissue. For example, all skin linings are formed of epithelial tissues. Of course, the specific tissues, specific cells are having the specific function and also specific name. तो स्किन का जो है that is we are calling it epithelial tissues. Different tissues join together to form an organ. As I said, वो जो tissues है वो एक साथ आ जाएंगे and उसका organ हो जाएगा. Cells, tissues, फिर वो group of tissues है, they are joined together and there is formation of organ and they are performing specific function. Suppose I'm talking about this hand, तो ऐसे है, skin है, epithelial skin ऊपर होती है, इसके बाद muscle cells होते हैं. So in this way there is formation of organ. Different tissues का क्या हो जाएगा, they are doing their specific function, they are in organized way. This is the main thing, students. Now all the organs that work together to perform a specific life function from an organ system. Suppose digestive system, if we are taking the example, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, liver, pancreas and organs that work together to digest food and hence form a digestive system. Definitely esophagus है, stomach है, J-shaped stomach जो है, तो ये जो particular organ है वो बनने के लिए same cell utilize की जाएंगी because their structure is same but and their function is also same. So in this way the organized way में digestive system is working but its basic fundamental is cell. उसका basic fundamental का life का जो है that is cell. The various organs make up a living organism and in this way हमारा क्या है, suppose we are taking the example of digestive system, reproductive system, respiratory system. तो ये that will organized in a particular way and वो क्या है, that is individual life. on the picture I have shown you students. Now we will move towards now actual is the topic cell, and we will start from the shape. Cells shows a great variation in their shapes. सेल्स में क्या है, ग्रेट वेरिएशन है. व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द ह्यूमन बींग का क्या है, मेल एंड फीमेल है. फीमेल्स का स्ट्रक्चर सेम होता है, मेल का स्ट्रक्चर सेम होता है. सो दैट इज टोटली डिफरेंट. ये जो सेल है इनका स्ट्रक्चर में देर इज ग्रेट वेरिएशन, मीन्स बहुत सारे वेरिएशंस है. सच एज स्पेरिकल, एक तो वो स्पेरिकल हो सकते हैं, ओके, मीन्स एग्स ऑफ मेनी एनिमल्स. देन स्पिंडल शेप्ड है, smooth muscle fibers. I will show you actually the shape of this cells, okay. Then elongated nerve cells जो है वो elongated होते हैं, oval shape. then है तो oval shape का example क्या दिया है, red blood corpuscles. then branched osteocysts and so on. So in this way some examples are given. Some cells may not have definite shape, that is they have changing shapes. For example, amoeba and white blood cells. The shape of a cell helps in its functioning. If you will see the function of the particular cell, you will come to know which type of this cells are, and according to this you can able to identify the function of the cells. A nerve cell is very long and has wire-like projections. When we are talking about our nervous system consider or included nerve cells. It is made up of nerve cells. तो nerve cells कैसे हैं, elongated है and wire like projections उसमें होते हैं. Okay, so this help it carry messages. ये जो wire like structure है ये क्या करता है, messages carry करने में, pass on करने में, transfer करने में it helps and send them to all the parts of body. Of course, ये जो नर्वस सिस्टम से जो भी मैसेजेस जा रहे हैं एंड इट शुड पास टू द ऑल पार्ट्स ऑफ द बॉडी एंड इट इज डन बाय द नर्व सेल. So the different type of ovum, RBC, WBC, fat cells, bone cell, human sperm, then nerve cell, that wire-like projection is also there. That elongated cell means the smooth muscle cells are the shapes I have shown you, students. Now. Cell size, we will move towards the cell size. Size of cells in living organisms. Cell size are that are also very great variation. So as small as a million of a meter, micrometer or micron. इसका जो साइज है वो डिफरेंट है, ओके. इट इज़ नॉट स्पेसिफिक. एक ये बहुत छोटा भी हो सकता है एंड उसका वेरिएशन बहुत सारा है. सो मे बी एज लार्ज एज अ फ्यू सेंटीमीटर्स. सबसे कम वो माइक्रोन में होता है उसका लेंथ. इफ़ वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द साइज का जो है वी कैन कैलकुलेट इट इन जो स्मॉलेस्ट है उसको हम माइक्रोन में कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं. वी कैन कैलकुलेट इट इन माइक्रोन एंड द लार्जेस्ट सेल यू कैन कैलकुलेट इन द सेंटीमीटर. सो दिस इज द वेरिएशन, दिस इज द रेंज. यू नो स्टूडेंट्स, द साइज you can understand. In size also there is variation. However, most of the cells are microscopic in size and are not visible to the unaided eye. So क्या है, most probably the cells which are present on this earth or the living organisms. Actually cells means what? It is the fundamental unit of life, and life means living things. So when we are talking about the cells, most probably whatever the cells are present that are we are not able to see unaided eyes or naked eyes. बट कुछ सेल ऐसी होती है कि जो हम ओपन आइज से देख सकते हैं, ओके, बट मोस्ट ऑफ द नहीं. They need to be enlarged or magnified by a microscope. So जो most probably cells है, that cells we are not able to see unaided eyes and we want to see it, we want to study it. So definitely we need a microscope which has high magnified power. Magnified power means क्या, वो बड़ा करके हमें दिखा सकता है and we can able to understand. वो बड़ा करके उसका साइज बड़ा करके दिखेगा बट उसकी क्लैरिटी भी अच्छी रहेगी एंड दैट वर्क हैज़ टू बी डन बाई माइक्रोस्कोप. द स्मॉलेस्ट सेल इज 0.1 to 0.5 micrometer. in bacteria. So if anyone ask you the question smallest cell, तो वो बैक्टीरिया का सेल होता है एंड उसका साइज जो होता है वो 0.1 to 0.5 माइक्रोमीटर में that is calculated. And the largest cell measuring 170 into 130 millimeter is the egg of an ostrich. Ostrich का जो egg है उसका सेल जनरली ऐसे काउंट किया जाता है कि दैट इज लार्जेस्ट सेल एंड बैक्टीरिया का सेल इज द स्मॉलेस्ट सेल. These are the cells in an cells in an elephant larger than the cells in a rat. This is the question actually Paheli has asked कि ऐसा हो सकता है कि elephant has the biggest size, you know, तो उसका सेल है वो बड़ा है एंड रैट कंपैरेटिवली elephant रैट छोटा एनिमल है, तो ऐसा है क्या? The size of the cells has no relation with the size of the body of the animal or part. ऐसा नहीं है कि if any animal it has very big size. We have taken the example of elephant. So there is no need. It is not necessary. The cells which are present in elephant, they are very bigger than the rat. There is no any relation about or with their size of the animal. It is not necessary that the cells in the elephant be much larger than those in a rat. The size of the cells is related to its function. So whenever we are talking about the cells, its size, it's depend on the what is the function of that particular cell. I have shown you the nerve cell, student. So it was elongated, it has a wire-like projection, and when we are talking about the blood cells, it was the round egg, it was spherical. So it's up to the function of the cell. Nerve cells both in the elephant and rat are long and branched. They perform the same function, that of transferring messages. So when we are talking about the elephant and rat, when we are discussing the nerve cells of elephant as well as rat, both are having the same function and their structure, they are same.